Welcome into another episode of Power Four Picks. We have the Birmingham Bowl today, the standalone Monday college football bowl game. Me and Ethan are covering every single bowl game and playoff game this season. We are approaching the end, but that does mean there are some good matchups ahead. Obviously, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day are full of college football playoffs as well as really good bowl games. But we're going through all the other games as well, including this Birmingham Bowl today between Georgia Southern and Appalachian State. Again, not a fantastic game, but we're true to our word and we want to cover every single one of these. Georgia Southern is up to a 10-point favorite. This is a drastic line movement. I believe this line opened at like 2.5, 3. So we're seeing 10 or 7 points in favor of Georgia Southern, primarily because Appalachian State's entire roster seems like it's either transferring or opting out or injured or God knows what. Over under of this game is 57.5. These two teams did play in the regular season, where Georgia Southern won that game 25-23, but Georgia Southern was up 19-0 in the second quarter of that game. Pretty big comeback from App State, but ultimately fell short. But yeah, this is a tricky game. I think Georgia Southern um, is the healthier team. I think they care more. But I think Appalachian State, if they have other guys that are going to play, I just don't know who's opting out and who's going to play. The coach said he doesn't quite know yet either, so that doesn't help anyone. But Ethan, when I don't know what to do, I'm going to send it to you. So good freaking luck with the Birmingham Bowl.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, before I get into it here, just a couple things. Hey, we're still donating $1 to St. Jude per subscription that we get on our channel. We've had a nice influx of subs coming in, really since we've started doing these bowl videos. So if you do enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button for us, and we will donate $1 to St. Jude on your behalf. And then also, Wyatt, just wanted a quick mention too. You trooped through on Friday. I know you've been sick all weekend. We did end up going 6-1-1, both of us on all the games on Saturday. And just since we've been filming, I'm starting to catch a cough here, so I don't know if we spent too much
it's
time
going
together and it's
it's
passing
going
through
through
the
the
mic.
the web.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's I hope I don't get what you got, but hey, maybe it's the key. It's our flu game, 6-1 and
Right.
1-6. So maybe that'll carry over to this game. Um, I'm gonna lean on the Georgia Southern side. I don't like it. It's not a game that I think I'll end up betting because I do think it's a lot of points. But yeah, I think you kind of mentioned. I think Georgia Southern cares more about this game. This is a bit of a rivalry. These teams have played 40 times in their history. But I just like the way Georgia Southern's season went, their trajectory more than I like App State. Georgia Southern started out 2-4, then sat at 3-5. Ended up winning 3 of their last 4 games, including their final game on the road against Marshall as a 10.5 point underdog. Won that game outright, clinched a bowl game. So I think that carries some momentum. They are going into that game. It looked very unlikely that they'd be here, and they get that outright upset. Now they get a bit of a rivalry game against App State, who definitely shouldn't be there at 5-7. They get in on a few opt outs like Notre Dame and K State. And I guess their academic scores were high enough to get them selected. And it was 8 days after they thought their season was over. So this team had more than a week to basically ship it in, start looking at new opportunities. Coach was probably looking at transfer portal and who knows what. And then they call him, say, hey, do you want to play? He says, yeah, we'll do it. Just don't think that necessarily breeds, good competitive nature when you thought your season was done. Now you're coming back for one more BS game. They finished their season with 5 losses in their last 6 games. Just a disaster way to end after starting 4-2. App State used to being a better team here, at least getting into bowl games with at least 6 wins, rather than being selected for academic purposes. So, yeah, I just don't like the situation here for App State at all with that losing streak, having a week thinking you're done, your season's over. Now they're coming back out of nowhere. I like Georgia Southern here. It's a lot of points. Not sure if I'll be able to lay it, but that is my lean for the Birmingham Bowl.
Yeah, this is, like I said, a tricky one, and I wish I had some more for you guys. I am a little nervous because of the line movement. We've seen that work negatively, actually, the last couple bowl games. For example, we had Pitt and ECU on Saturday, where me and Ethan talked about that game as a 10.5 point spread. That got up to a 13.5 point spread, and the underdog ECU won outright. Didn't need the adjusted 3 points late. We saw the same thing with that Toledo in Louisville game. That spread jumped up late in favor of Louisville. Toledo covered the normal spread. So I am a little nervous about that. But I got to agree. I think Georgia Southern has more to play for. App State, we can like, yeah, the coach might want to play it, but you can see all the players don't care. They and App State going 5-7. I mean, what happened to App State? This used to be the team that beat my boys in blue. Like, they took a, fell off a cliff while James Madison and Liberty and all these other schools, Marshall, Coastal Carolina, have kind of stomped over them. That they're really declining. So a 5-7 courtesy bowl invite is not what Appalachian State wants to be. And I think this is a much bigger game for Georgia Southern. And I like this. I think they have much more momentum and care a whole lot more. And ultimately in bowl season, that's kind of what happens. You want to bet on the team that cares more because ultimately this is just a fun game. And if a team's going in there and, you know, looking forward to next year or what team they're going to transfer to, or a team that's really excited to get one more game under their belt and have fun and enjoy with their teammates, that's the team you want to bet on. So give me Georgia Southern. I am nervous about the big spread. I wish we got it out open at the 2.5, but hindsight's 2020. But thank you guys for watching. Apologies for the sickness here. Hopefully we'll be back in full health tomorrow. We have a bunch of bowl games approaching the new year, like I said. So make sure you guys do follow along. Give us a subscription over on YouTube. It greatly helps us continue to do this. And until then, guys, we'll see you in our next episode.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Better Win Green, eh? To Better Win Green, eh? To Better Win Green, eh? Listen in and cash out, that's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover all spot from the bottom to the top, hey. Shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome, welcome to our podcast, Better Win Green.